been a while. A lot has gone down. You look at this little green dot up here, which is real fun and real cozy. So I just have to just look kind of at myself, because actually when you look at yourself, sometimes you can understand where you've been, where you're going, kind of how things speak to you. But occasionally I'll look up at that little green light just to let you know that I am speaking possibly to, if I ever let this out, whomever. I'm going to trust my instincts as best I can and ask the great God, the universe, whomever you feel comfortable saying. I personally like to name him Yeshua or Jesus, because he agrees with that name. He's completely fine with it. I'm waiting for someone to walk up in here, trying to walk up in here. Or I warned whoever, if you're talking and you come up to my door, just walk away, because I'm recording. I was finally divorced July 18th, 2022. It was a 2.5-year process. It happened during COVID. Yeah, that was my deal. And no, it wasn't because we were stuck in the house. It wasn't because we were stuck in the house. I'm going to turn something on back here real quick. It helps. Or maybe I'll just turn this on. My faithful fan. And if whomever ever runs across this video, which I seriously doubt, they will appreciate the work they put into climbing in my attic and putting in that fan. I don't feel the need to go into a backstory, because I'm mostly speaking to myself and wondering where this will go. I might just I don't know. I did have a site called thesecretpathway.com, and it was beautiful. Worked very hard on constantly editing it for my work, whatever God put on me, my affirmations. And no matter how much I tried to edit it and fix it again and again, the site failed me, and it just wasn't a good domain website. It was supposed to be very popular, but it failed me. It constantly it just messed up everything that I kept organizing and making it look neat. And no wonder I never got any feedback. A buddy of mine looked at it and was like, yeah, I'm looking at it from my standpoint on my big desktop, and it's all disarray and disarranged is all I can say. So I canceled it, and that was me trying really hard again to put my stuff out there. Maybe that's where this is going. I feel very compelled throughout my life at certain times to put what Jesus, that guy, that spirit, that one entity that did it all, covered us completely from head to toe in salvation. And this life is temporary, but he gave us the tools to walk through it temporarily, but boldly. I have worked at getting those experiences out. When I'm called to do it, whom decides to take it to heart is on them. There's a lot of competition out there. I've never been very competitive. I don't believe in being competitive or to kill myself or my spirit or to throw money at stuff just to go, look at me, look at me, look at me. You know, I do the simple things, and I did throw a lot of money on that domain website. And they kept taking not just to mention spending the money on the domain and then paying for like 2 or 3 years, but every month they take money on my account. And it kept looking the way it did. No matter how much I fixed it and we worked on it, and my techie son put it together with me very wholeheartedly with a lot of dedication. So I don't have a lot of faith in that way of going about it anymore. We can have faith in the higher power. We can have faith in what he chooses to do or impart or pave our path. That's faith. Not just faith in something. We can't put faith in things of this world. But, trying is important. So that was very disheartening. But actually, I'd kind of at that point just went like, that was me trying. That was me trying. So, I did have an idea for all of my experiences, because I've had a bunch of supernatural experiences throughout my life, and I've made YouTube videos about them. There they are. Here, they're up there. You can look at them. You choose to sit through them if you want to and get something out of it, or you can just rush through life and be like, I don't want to hear this. Fine, it's up to you. I'm not cynical at all. I have sat through many people's experiences, and I used to love doing it because I just think it's beautiful, and I think we all have a story, and he uses us as vessels to do it. So, that being said, I had a bunch of experiences leading me to where I knew somehow in COVID my life was going to change, and the pace of life was going to slow down. I even made a video about it, and it's titled, The Pace of Life Slowing Down, or something like that. I knew the pace of life, something. It's titled, that's what it was. I had an intuition about it. There was a knowing, I felt it, and it did. Also, I felt a actual physical, and I'm sure a few of you have felt this, and if you had, really pay attention to it. Some of it is you don't even have to really pray on it. It's just, you just receive what God's telling you. Like, you have a knowing, and it feels like something God's getting you ready for. Mine was a mental wall. I felt like I'd hit a brick wall, and everything was going to change. That was about 2-3 months before I separated from my ex, the father of my children. We've had issues, and we fought through a good yet very difficult marriage for 23 years. We had 4 children, and it just was the best thing for me and for him. He didn't take it very well, of course, and it just spilled over into this 3-year process of me still meeting him halfway and trying to be there for him or help him, and it just backfired. So listen to your instincts and trust your boundaries. And if you have gone through things that have been difficult, pay attention to the patterns. Once you get to that place where you're ready to make that decision, pay attention to the patterns and understand what it is you need. And don't feel bad that you didn't do it before. They were there to help you see clearly what it is you need to do now. That's it. I knew I was supposed to have my children. That is also in my videos. It is my testimony. It's long, but sometimes just the way it is. You can't speed up experiences like that. Sometimes they sit through 2-hour testimony. They're called conferences, and you go far and wide and you talk about them. And you visit and you pay tickets to go see somebody at a conference. That's what that was, except it was free. It was on YouTube. And it's called Have You Spoken to Your Unborn Children? That was a video. It goes into that. So, if you've ever felt that you have almost met your children, dreamed of your children, felt this knowing that you are going to have a child, just pray about it and wait for that knowing that's coming, that it's time to obey and actually conceive that child. And know it's not a mistake. Nothing's a mistake. It's all just experiences and lessons and experiences that we need to have in this life, that we have supernaturally agreed to, and now we're here. And we don't remember agreeing to it, but we have, and we just have to go through the motions of experiencing it, as difficult as that may seem. So, okay, I think that's about all I want to say right now. That's all. I just feel like that was my introduction back into the world of YouTube. And yeah, I guess I didn't know what I was going to say, and it just kind of went from there. So you can take that and you can go search up those videos and kind of sit back, get to know me all over again, and I can probably start the process of having this be a healthy platform to heal. I don't mind making a part 2, maybe even tonight, about something that has been put on me as I've transitioned from being a wife of 23 years and a stay-at-home mother who worked occasionally, but that was my dedication. And I homeschooled them for like 6 years, COVID and after. That was my transitional revelation that I've had to go through for 3 years, and it really just set on me like 2 nights ago that there was just this knowing, this loving knowing that was just grabbed my shoulders and was just like, you are having to adjust to not being that part of yourself, which you did love, and I was damn good at it. And I know I did everything I could. That's what helped me step out and just go, whew, okay. But I, of course, don't want to go back to that type of thing, but I do, with the right soul, maybe if God has that for me, join them in that same pouring out in that healthy way. And they just know my story, or they have already kind of been with me. I have no idea. They just know, maybe from other experiences they've had or their own. I don't know if God has that for me. I have put the blood of Jesus on that past, and I'm receiving healing for this stage so that I can grow and put my faith even more in the road Jesus is paving for me. I had a dream about that too, so I trust that. That is my faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not yet seen. Hoped for, we all have our own hopes. We all have that. Hope is evidence of things we haven't yet seen. That's faith, and it's all unique. It's all unique. That's our faith in Jesus Christ. He is the bridge. He's the only one we can walk on. Water. Living water. If we stand on that, it's rock solid. Our own doubt and fear, we slip through those cracks. We allow it. But the whole time he's got us. He pulls us closer to him. I don't know if that makes sense. It does to me though. Because some people are like, why would you slip through the cracks if he's solid? It's a good question. It's a very good question. He's there with us. Sometimes he's there underneath the water, right there, like, hey, I'm right here. Let's just lift our chin up. Let's straighten that crown. So I think I'll do. I'm sure I will soon. I've waited 3 years to do this. It feels like it's a thing that I can go into a piece, a puzzle piece, salt sprinkle of maybe a taste of my transition into that life to now, and how that has been hard, and being alone or not being able to pour into that love pouring into something healthy. Which I'm very guarded, so it's very difficult. It's like I want it, but it's like don't get near me. I can't trust you or myself. Yeah, it's interesting. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna try to be big. Try to make this a thing. Thanks for welcoming me back, whomever you are.